Alright, I'm back. I think I want to try and count the actual, like, remaining puzzles, now that I know I've got only 12 remaining. Make sure I, like, know where they all are, at least, because I think I probably do. Okay, 1, 2, okay, and then 3, which I actually don't know what this one is still. The one on this floor. It's in the gravity room. Oh, shoot. Um. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that doesn't bode well. uh. So what, are there like unsolved cards? How can I like even know? I mean, some of them could be from other sources, I guess. There's like a bit of fear that like, you know, maybe I entered one and I thought I entered one and I didn't or whatever. Yeah, maybe these extra two are a bit special. Because this one was uh from Steam achievement. The name of the achievement was just the code. I was like, oh, what could it possibly mean? So it's possible that the two after it are also... from outside sources, I guess. And then everything would add up. I think a few of those, actually, I still didn't know what I was looking for, though. A few of those rooms. Mainly... the gravity room. It's just so dark in here. Just like triple check that this is actually the room. I mean, it is, but yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so this time I didn't, like, invert them. I literally just read the entire thing backwards. Let's see if that gets me anything, or if it's even possible or whatever. No. Good try. there's just like another room in here off the map. If I like walk the right ways. Just hidden. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm streaming.
Solve any mysteries?
Nope. Been running around just seeing if I can't figure out like what I'm even missing in the engine room. Still. I looked at like the map and the list of missing logs or whatever. They don't add up, which is concerning. Between the cards and the map, I'm missing 10 unfinished puzzles, but according to the map, I'm missing 12, and according to the logs, there's 12 missing. Which means there's 2 that are just like completely mystery.
Like on the computer terminal itself or something.
Or
like
outside the game.
In the messages.
Well, there's so the third to last message I have, and the last 2 messages I don't. The third to last message was the code was the name of a Steam achievement. The Steam achievement was just a code, and it was like, what could this code possibly mean? And you type it in, and you get the picture of the planet in ASCII art or something.
Do you think the other 2 are...
So the other 2 are probably outside the game, is my fear.
That seems honestly pretty reasonable.
Yeah. I don't know exactly where I would look for, like in the trailer or something. I don't know. That seems to be a pretty common place that these kinds of things are hidden.
FILAMENT. I mean, I don't know if there's like a puzzle in this trailer that you don't.
Yeah, I would have to watch it, but... Or, you know, in the screenshots or something, but... Yeah. If you ask me, this hand is the most suspicious thing here still, but I haven't sat down and like tried to get the binary out of it. I've watched it, but I haven't like actually like noted anything down. Maybe I should do that. Just start writing. Oh god, I can't write and like watch this thing at the same time. No.
Oh, nothing
Oh, it
popped out
stopped.
to me. Oh, the code?
The hand.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm writing. I'll be here for the next 5 minutes. Go on.
I briefly looked at the Steam videos, nothing popped out,
Gotcha.
but doesn't mean that I have like enough knowledge to be able to find it.
Sure. I mean, I'll take a look maybe, but...
There is like some physical paraphernalia.
Lovely.
Apparently. So maybe it's there. You have to buy the Marmalade sketchbook.
Well, I'm 4 digits in. None of them are the same yet. I hope this is like a full like 16.
To make it as long as possible.
Yeah. I wasn't joking when I said 5 minutes. I think it's been longer than 5 minutes. I think it just stopped. I know it's like hard to watch to make sure that the first like digit is the same, but okay. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. 4, 6, 2, okay. Alright, 2, 6, 8, 9, A, B, D, E, C. Okay. And when this doesn't work, then, try again, I guess. I don't know. 2. 6. 8, 9, A, B, D, E, C. Alright. Diary of an unnamed birthday number 7. Mom was out today. I left her a message. It's almost a good thing, to be honest. I'm getting an augment. I thought I'd start off small. Nothing too crazy. It's just this small panel. Question mark? On my arm. I'm not sure how to explain it. Everyone here, when they buy things, go places, take a tram, they sort of hook up to the network. All their money, identity, everything is on one of these chips. It's been so difficult doing day-to-day stuff without one. So I'm taking the plunge.
F.
Yeah.
That's some dystopian shit right there.
It really is, man. Okay, well, there's this.
I can't even use the bus anymore unless I buy this augment.
Can't even use the bus anymore unless I have a smartphone. I mean, wait, what?
I definitely still use actually I haven't taken the bus in a while, but I still have my you know, my card or whatever. Yeah, commuter. It's not commuter card. What do they call them?
I don't know. I've
Yeah,
never
the
had
thing
one.
You, like, the thing you like put money on, and like you just it's got like an NFC chip, and you like tap it on the.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I've never. Only time I ever really used buses was in college, and just kind of got off.
It was free for students
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for here, there's like two. There's kind of like a regional bus, and then there's like a like local bus, and like the local bus is free if you're a student, but not the regional one.
Mm-hmm.
And the regional one is the better one, unfortunately. So.
Right.
But I used that free bus for a long time when I went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Boy howdy, did it make me late to class a lot.
Japan could never.
I had take a bus that was like it was basically an hour-long bus. And I had to
God dang.
transfer to another bus.
Uh-huh.
And so the second bus was fine because it was like a 5-minute ride or whatever. And to get to the first bus, it's like about 2 miles away. So like I could take a bus there or walk if I needed to. But the real problem was that like that long bus is just so unreliable. Like sometimes it just didn't show up, and I had to take the next bus. And I was just like, yeah, I guess I'm an hour late to class because the bus didn't show up.
Yeah.
If I took the actual like regional bus, then it would have been fine, but it would have been like I don't think the bus was actually that expensive. It was like $2 or $3 or whatever for that trip, but like I don't know, it adds up. Do it every day.
Yeah.
And I could take the metro, but it the metro actually was a longer trip, even though it like
Even though it's faster or whatever.
it had the same like start and end points.
Right.
Because it like
Stop more frequently?
No, because the metro line didn't go like straight there.
Gotcha.
There wasn't like an actual tunnel that went between those 2 points, so I had to go like all the way around the city. Basically.
Yeah.
It's been a common complaint, and people have been talking about adding a line that they fix a direct connection there since
Forever,
I was in like high school or whatever, and it's never gonna happen. Are you staring at this puzzle?
Yeah, I sure am. It is. Yep. There's a symbol there. I definitely have not solved this one.
I mean, the obvious immediate thing that comes to my mind is just that, like, ignore the whole first top half.
Uh-huh.
The bottom half is like some of them have like the hooks, some don't have hooks.
True.
I don't know if there's 16 there.
There... I think so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, there's 16 exactly.
Yeah, the weird thing is about like the ones that like don't have hooks.
They've got like wings.
Yeah, they have things that don't show up anywhere.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
trying to decide if the ones that have hooks do show
They do.
up.
Every one of them does. Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Is that like information in some way?
So my initial, well, maybe not my initial, but after staying it for a little bit, my guess was that
Rows are like different lengths, I assume.
they are. Yeah, I guess so.
Because then, like, if each one of the hooks is in a different row, then that technically could give an order.
No, they're
Oh,
they're they show up multiple times. They're all over the place. Yeah. My
okay.
my guess was that I mean I think that's the top. My guess is it's a cipher. They're
Yeah, it
just
does seem like
letters.
it's just letters. I
Um,
agree.
and then on the bottom, the ones without hooks are numbers. Would be my guess. Um, the problem,
Uh,
the
yeah,
problem.
how would you cipher this?
Well, the old-fashioned way, but
But there's also only 5 hooks. There should be 6. Because
that's
then,
not yeah. So the problem is that there's repeats.
yeah, a letter has to show at least twice by pigeonholing or whatever.
Yeah, well, and it's worse than that, but the one of the letters shows up twice, which didn't have to, and there's like multiple pairs of numbers that are like the same. So it's weird. I think it's like 0, hook, hook. I wrote it down somewhere, but I've lost it.
The number of lines.
8. Yeah, 8. The same hook that was just like previous. Another hook, and then 6, 1, 5, 6, 5. It's like 4, 5. Different hook, 4, which I've already seen like 6 times now, and then I think it's a 7. It's like, it was a good idea, but it doesn't work. And I'm kind of not in the mood to like bust out the histogram and like write all these like down or whatever, because I can't just like type this into Sublime and be
hard.
like,
Yeah. The a lot of them are like a little hard to even tell apart. Like
exactly.
I do agree. It does seem like it's a cipher, but it doesn't seem like there's like an obvious like pattern in the cipher that's like gonna be like if you know a handful
Right,
of the
because there's no
letters,
hecking spaces. It's one of those, right?
well, I don't even mean like that. Like sometimes with ciphers, it's like they give you there's kind of like a rule
Oh,
to
I
how
see
the
what you mean.
letters are formed.
Sure.
So like
Yeah.
once you know like a third of the letters, like the rest of them are obvious. Kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have any kind of like
Agreed.
obvious pattern like that.
Yeah.
So you just have to do all the symbols individually.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's no spaces, which makes it harder.
You bust out the histogram and also do like the diagrams or whatever, right? It's like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, you know what kind of cipher it is, right? Like, it's assuming that's even a simple
Substitution. Yeah.
cipher.
Yeah.
If it's
And
anything
like
more
that it's English or
complicated,
whatever.
yeah, and that's English. If it's anything more complicated, then it starts getting a little awkward. Which is why I like your number letter theory, but you said there's repeats.
There's repeats. And even if there were letters, you would still have to like at least partially solve the cipher to like fill in the, or you could guess, I guess, but which is what I was gonna do, but I was like, no, there's repeats. It just doesn't. Yeah. Exactly. Repeats are a problem.
Each row is a number.
Maybe.
Yeah, what is the number of? Did you write down the numbers? Like the number of
I've
symbols
not
in each
counted
row?
them, no.
They're big. I tried to see if any of them was 26, just to see if one line was like, this is just the alphabet line. But they're all bigger than 26.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's like kind of reasonable. I don't know if I want to count these. I'm gonna mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
40 in the first row. How long is this message? This is like, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the...
It's actually like the entire plot of the game.
Eat this note. That was how the other cipher ended. The last line was eat this note, and I was like, oh my god.
Wait, there's like another cipher in this?
Yeah, the one with the tunic letters, the hexagons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a meaningless message. I can't even remember what it said because it was so meaningless. It was like, join the resistance or something like that, but it was like, not exactly that. I don't know. It was something like...
Some, you know, subtexts about like how the firmament is evil or whatever.
Probably. Something like, destroy the eternal night. I don't... Whatever. I don't know why I like deleted that. It was like really dumb of me. I mean, I have a VOD of me like reading it at some point, but anyway, okay, I'm gonna count the next line. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
Yeah, I just really like that like letter number idea if it wasn't for the fact that there were repeats. It just seems like that. Man.
It says I counted 49, but I would be more inclined to believe it's 50. Do I need to recount this?
Well, it wouldn't be that weird if the top is just like a paragraph, because it's not. If the non-hook ones were numbers, as Only was suggesting, it's not that strange because it's not unusual to have a paragraph of text with no numbers in it.
I counted 50 this time. Screw me.
And like it's pretty reasonable to like be like, oh, okay, well you can figure what the numbers are by like the number of lines.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You just can't do the same thing for the letters.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of the letters repeat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's like the third and fifth are the same.
Yeah, the third and fifth are the same.
Hooky boy.
Hooky boy. Yeah.
It's a little hard to tell because they like run up against each other or whatever.
Yeah,
but...
I was like, what is going on with this symbol? And I was like, oh, okay, I understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Kind of like blended together.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean, I still think it's possible that it's as simple as like the just those hitting those 5 hooks and trying to figure out what that order is, but
47? What do you mean by that?
well, like there's 16 slots,
Yeah.
and then there's 5 that are like hooks, and the
Sure.
rest are not hooks. So it could be just hit those 5 hooks.
But they're
or whatever.
repeated.
Right. That's well, it doesn't matter. If you have some other way to give an order to like the order you hit those hooks, it doesn't matter. Do any of the numbers repeat? I assume.
Yes, a lot of them do. It's a weird thing between row 3 and 4 on the left. What, the period? I mean, I don't think that's what it... I think... Well, maybe it is a period. I don't know. But some of them just have dots in like, the character.
Some of them do just have dots, yeah. No, I think he means the background, like, coloration. Maybe?
Oh!
But I think it's just, like, the wrinkles.
Yeah, or coffee stain or something. That's... Everything has coffee stains. Like, seriously.
Coffee stains are the secret.
It isn't a flat piece of paper. I did, like, the very first thing I did when I got this was I was like, you look at it to the side and then it becomes, like, legible. And I was like, oh, no. Nope.
Oh, you're not looking at it from the right angle.
Brain. crazy would that be if you just like line it up in just the right way and you're like, oh wait, I can actually like read cursive right now. These were letters all along. There's
Yeah.
just English letters all along. I don't know.
Requires a lot of dots in a row.
Yeah, at the end of the fourth row,
Yeah.
I noticed that. It's interesting because I don't think that that's necessarily... Yeah, I don't know if that makes it a different character or what, because some of those are characters that appear in other places without the dots.
Right. So the question is, the dot make it a different character?
Right, and there are dots in other... Let me reset this. There are dots in other places as well, but it's much rarer than that exact point. It's like basically like the start and the end of lines tend to have them somewhere. Maybe it's like capital. Capitalizes it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, because the one that's at the end, the dot is like in front of the symbol, so I think that is just a period.
Yeah.
And then when it's on like the left side of it, I think it is capital, because that does line up with like after every period, there's a dot to capitalize the letter.
And then there's some like filament or whatever, like would be capitalized in all caps. Like I'm not even sure there's like 26 distinct characters. The more that I'm looking at this, the more I'm like seeing repeats. I'm like, how many times do we have this like little like trident thing? But I guess it's in different places sometimes. Not all the letters need to be used. Yeah, yeah. But I'm looking at it. I'm like, I see like 10 different characters. Like, is there really a 400 character message that only uses like 10 different characters? There's more than that, I'm sure, but
I think there's probably more than 10 characters.
yeah. I mean, the main problem is even if I like am able to cipher the message, it's like, okay, then what?
Does that even solve the puzzle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder what those capital letters are, because they do seem like that spot might be
A good place to like start cracking the code.
Yeah. Well, it's a little awkward because there's like two letters.
There's two
in there
letters that don't. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
And they're not the same, because I was like, oh, maybe it's just a space character, but no. Because that would be highly useful.
That would be super useful, yeah.
I'm not surprised that there's just no space character and it all crams together, though.
It's like, just like 3 letters in there that are not capitalized in a way that's like, what?
Yeah, like 2 one-letter words, like, next to each other.
Well, there'll be 2 two-letter words, right? It is a few words that are all capitalized, like in sequence. Like it's a phrase. So you'd have like a 4-letter all caps word, and then a 2-letter 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 all caps word.
Something like that. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it could be that way.
But I don't know what that could be. And yeah, I'm not actually convinced that like being able to cipher this text is gonna solve the puzzle. So I think the only thing that's important is the bottom part.
Probably.
Well, I assume it's a big problem that letters repeat. Like,
Yeah, I don't
what
know.
if you just like say, yeah, you can just hit the same
I
thing
tried it. It just doesn't work.
I see. Well, even if you don't know what the letters are.
I tried like every possible letter. There was no possible letter that made any sense, like assuming that the number between the two repeated ones was 8 or whatever. There's just no way to make it. Yeah. I mean, from what I tried before, I mean, I might have, made mistakes, obviously. I could go back and, like, try some things again, but... Trying to, like, find the word and or the, because that's what you do.
You usually look for TH specifically.
Yeah.
TH, ND. There was like a list. I try to remember what they all were. There's like 6 diagrams that like are super common in sentences. Or TH being on there, ND, ST probably.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Same.
I feel like this is more work than I'm willing to do
I
personally.
know.
To try to cipher this text.
I mean, it would be a project.
Yeah. You would need to first like just write down the alphabet. Like just write down like all the known characters.
Yep.
And honestly, yeah, do the frequency analysis.
Yep.
Do the frequency analysis, look at the diagram, frequency analysis, etc.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the techniques of
Same.
Cypher anymore. There's like a whole bunch of like how do you break like, vignette ciphers and so on and so forth. How do you break actually, did we learn how to break the
We did basically everything except for the last, like, room, and even that we did, I think, a couple of them, right?
well, we did well, yeah, so we did like the final room that even had AES, but then there's like the bonus room that had like the
Oh yeah, no,
like,
we did AES, but...
yeah. Well, the problem is that when we did AES and when we did what's it called, the famous cipher from World War II.
The Enigma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we broke Enigma. I think we just like, here's the code.
Yeah.
Solve it. Yeah. Same with AES. Like they just gave us the key.
Yeah.
It's like, use this key to like decipher this message. Just to kind of like. In all the previous ones, we actually had to break.
We had to crack it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think breaking Enigma is just like too computationally intense to do without a computer.
Mm-hmm.
And AES
Obviously, yeah.
it obviously isn't broken yet, though.
Well, you could brute force it, but that would be way
Yeah.
too computationally, yeah.
Yeah. I just remember the back room having like the fucking like.
The background was crazy.
There was like one room. There was like one giant puzzle that was just the
devs puzzle or whatever.
Yeah, there was definitely one that's like, if you saw this, send us an email and like
We'll put
like,
you on the
in
wall, and
credit.
there was no one on the wall.
There's no on the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was that one, or maybe it was some other one that just looked like the freaking, oh god, famous serial killer. I can't remember anything.
Yeah, there was a lot of them back there though. There was like over 10. It was like a dozen or so.
I remember I saw the few more after you left. Like I kept going.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Zodiac. Yeah, they had one that looked like the Zodiac. They had the one that was actually the Zodiac, and it wasn't one to solve. It was just like they had some example like historical stuff in there. Like this is a very famous cipher, right?
Yeah.
But they had ones that like looked like the Zodiac cipher that you were supposed to actually break, and it was just like, what the.
The one I remember was the one that was like, it was just sheet music, and you're like, oh no.
I don't think I.
I don't think we solved that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw that one. I was just like, I don't know what to do with this one. Like some of them were just like you had so little information to go. Well, some of them was just like you basically had like multiple pieces of information you had to gather. Like sometimes you like go online and like look up like, oh, this is referring to like
Hmm.
this thing.
There was
Like
something that was like finding like a word. You had to like use like what, a Shakespeare novel or something to like as a.
yeah, but some of them were also just like this is actually like a famous cipher.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to like figure out what cipher it is.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it was like usually it wasn't just that. Usually it was like there's actually two famous ciphers being used. And you
Right.
have to like find both the ciphers and then like combine them in a
Yeah,
way
not
that
a
makes
single one of those was like a one-step process. They were all like at
yeah.
least like 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's like a few of them where I like figured out like one of the
One the
ciphers
first
being
part,
used,
yeah.
but like I couldn't figure out the other one being used. So it's just like, oh goddamn.
Yeah.
It's a fun game, but
It's hard.
it's hard. Yeah. I mean that last one was very much like we don't intend you to do this.
Yeah.
And the dev wall was like, yeah. I do wonder if I boot the game up now if there's like anyone on the wall. I kind of doubt it. I don't know. People are pretty thorough on the internet about like solving crap like this. Apparently, people
Yeah.
making
Well, it
making like
depends on how popular it
really.
is, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think that game was like got that very like widespread knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very simple game. I mean, it was more
Like,
of like a museum than a game.
yeah, I mean like
Not
when we,
derogatory meaning, but like,
I mean like when we played it, I still don't know anyone who's heard of that
yeah,
game
I've
besides.
never heard of that game
Yeah,
from any like source other than us playing it. I don't even know how we found out about that game.
I don't remember how we found out it either. I try to remember if you told me or I told you
I
guys.
don't remember.
I
Yeah.
don't even remember.
It's a mystery.
Cipher, yeah, with like an I think, or with a Y. I don't remember. I just
Yeah.
remember it's spelled weird, and I can remember which way is the
Yeah,
correct
which
way.
is the correct way and which is the name of the game.
I think the name has a Y. I think normally it's spelled an I.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were both streaming it. Yeah,
Yeah, we did stream it.
epigraph. I don't know what that is.
Same. Oh God, why?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So they have multiple games that are like, I guess,
Hmm.
somewhat similar in some
I
way,
see.
or I see. Got it.
I'm like looking at this. I'm just staring at this still, and I see. How do I even describe this? On the fourth row, near the middle,
Yeah.
there's um a letter with like the bottom of it kind of looks like a capital P or a lowercase p. I mean P. There's like
Okay.
a
Yeah.
loop on it,
Sure.
whatever. And then the two
Yeah.
following that are like basically the same, but the humps are like slightly different.
They are slightly different. Yeah.
Yeah. And like if you look like if you follow the diagonal up above that, there's the P and then I think the smaller hump. It's like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's not the same. And then a
I
couple
mean,
to the
we.
left of that, it's the bigger hump.
I
It's
see
like,
another P in a hump, and then on the
yeah,
first row,
yeah,
and then that's the only other one I see that's like that.
yeah. I see the P and then the like
Other letters.
the two lines going opposite directions in a couple
Yeah.
places as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just noticed the two humps and I was like, oh no.
Yeah. That's like slightly different. It's
Scary.
like even more annoying to try to.
Man. Alright.
In other news, there's always lingo.
Is that the one that's like...
We think it's another like cipher game, but we like don't know what the game is.
It's like a first-person game and everything is like just a horrible flat color and like...
Yeah, everything's very horrible flat color.
Yeah, it looks glorious.
Yes. But it's clearly some sort of like cipher game. We thought that might be fun to play together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, so you haven't seen this one yet. Well, if you have,
Right.
if you weren't in the
There's
call
just
or whatever.
probably plenty of things I haven't seen, but
No,
sure.
there's actually not many left that you haven't, like, had your eyes on, but,
Oh, okay.
unsolved ones, I mean.
Most of the
Yeah.
regular puzzles I've probably only seen like
Alright,
one
so this
video of.
room.
Oh yeah, what's that?
So there's the symbol,
Where's in a line?
and then there's lines, and then there's square, and then if you look at the black tiles on the floor, they're
Yeah.
in 4 columns, and they have distances of 3, 4, 2 between them, and I'm like, there's gotta be a way to use this. And if you look carefully, there's 7 of them, but if you look at the door, there's 8. So if you really
There's like one underneath the
there,
camera.
yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is. So mean. It's in the 4th column. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
You can't even like keep the. There's like this secret mechanic where if you move the mouse, it like moves the camera very, 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 very slightly. It's like
Yeah.
okay. So I don't know what to make
Well-
of this though. I couldn't solve it.
So my guess here would be
Yeah.
you can just put each one in a 4x4 block. So if you just go 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, then you get like 4 4x4 grids, and then you like overlay them to get the peg positions.
Do you think you would though?
Probably.
So well, but this would
And then you do them in the order from bottom to top.
it would start though bottom right and then it would go bottom left and you would immediately be like screwed because you would be covering everything between.
Are you sure those are exactly 4 apart?
Yeah, they are. Well, well, there's a space of 4 between them.
Yeah,
Okay, so
they're-
fair enough.
Yeah.
Is it okay if there's like ones in the same block or whatever? Because there will be.
What do you mean?
There's like 2 in the same block of 4x4.
But that might just mean the alignment of your blocks are bad.
Hold on.
Yeah. I think there's some alignment of your blocks such that they all are in unique blocks.
You think so? I mean,
No,
these are way
probably.
too close together.
I don't think that's necessarily a problem. You can't find like a spacing of 4 that like always splits those. Like if you put like one right below that 4, like a split. Well, you just make the thing dead.
Yeah, sorry. I think you might be right. Let me just try.
I mean that one kind of forces the right, because there's like a. Oh no, that's a gap of 5. There's still like 2 ways to do it.
So like,
There's multiple sections. Some are more about like antechamber like puzzles, and some are just word puzzles. I mean, I did like antechamber.
I mean, this looks promising.
Yep. The question is, can you?
I'm
Is this
not.
actually
It does. Nothing that I've like seen while looking at it seems like immediately impossible. But
Mm-hmm. One thing I kind of, by the way, just like, it's a little annoying about some of these puzzles is that like, I kind of wish the camera let you have a little more freedom.
I wish you could just go first person for God's sake.
Yeah, just let me zoom in and turn the camera more freely, and it's just.
Ah, crap. I made this one 5x4. Well,
They're all like off now.
they're all off now. Yeah. Let me just. I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
Because like some of them are just like shine a flashlight or whatever. Because some of them are just like they're really dark and they're just hard to see. And
Yeah.
it's just like I don't want to strain my eyes. It's this puzzle.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm writing this down. They like get smaller as they go into the distance, imagine that. Or there's like the lights where it's like, can I please like have a measuring tape? Like I do not have depth perception. I know you have like
It's
nice
one of those
like,
ones where it's like once you like know what the puzzle is, I kind of wish solving it is easy.
yeah,
Yeah. I understand that sometimes that's just hard to do, but
yeah. That was it. Excellent. Okay. You'll be the only engineer on board. Do you think your lack of experience when it comes to working on the outside of a ship could be problematic? Marmalade. With the exception of being outside of a ship, the work involved in fixing a hull is practically no different to any other work I would be undergoing. If anything, it would be simpler. Both my arms are augmented, and they are fully functional at absolute zero, so I would have no loss of dexterity from a suit.
I don't really follow the story, but I got the impression that something bad happened.
Yeah, the spacewalk didn't go well. They weren't explicit about what happened, but Marmalade got in like dangerous situation, and
They almost died or something.
Juniper had to like bail him out basically. If she wasn't there, he probably would have gone worse or whatever. And something his hands like got messed up as in the process, and so they like had to fix those. That was
Gotcha.
basically what happened. But again, we don't like actually know what specifically.
I guess it's not really important, but yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question.
So.
Can you go back to that previous room? I know maybe this is something you've already done.
Mm-hmm.
But like on the computer
Yep.
terminal screen, just like blinking dots
Yep.
moving around.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That was a puzzle.
Okay.
Yep.
So you already did that.
Yeah. There's also an achievement for seeing the logo hit the corner.
Like right that.
Yep. Very epic.
Seems to be just going between the two corners right now.
Yeah.
I saw his math video. There's a math YouTuber that like, there's some like professor in mathematics or whatever, very young, and they like do extremely like high level abstract theoretical descriptions, like proving elementary things. So like, number theory, proving numbers exist, and kind of like creating a set of like
the classic that what is it, the number theory or set theory or whatever book that was like on page 200 and is like, we can now finally claim that 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah, it's like that kind of level. So
Yeah.
it's like let's prove let's sometimes it's just like let's just develop a concept of how to do a thing. So like let's just starting from nothing with as few axioms as possible.
Mm-hmm.
How can we like formalize like using like just like set theory essentially? How can we formalize like addition, multiplication, so on and so forth?
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually kind of like build up enough fundamentals to like then prove more and more complicated things.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a lot of his videos are like that, and they're all like an hour long, right?
Sure.
It's like an hour long video proving that you can count. And it's like,
well, sir,
he
speak
had
for
a
yourself.
video-
I can't count.
occasionally has like a random video that's like, and actually like this is like a more grounded mathematical question, but like he still like goes into like lots of theory around the problem. And he had a video on is it the case that with the bouncing DVD logo that it'll always hit the corner regardless of like the starting conditions, the dimensions of the box, the dimensions of the logo,
I mean, it's obviously not true.
Yeah. So there's like, and then it's like, what conditions need to
Yeah,
be
that's the
satisfied
question. Yeah.
to prove that it'll work. I think I got like halfway through the video and I fell asleep. I need to try.
Yeah.
So those videos are like really interesting, and then I just like sometimes I'm just like I have trouble like concentrating. It's just too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being in college again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sitting through a lecture.
Yeah.
Is there a puzzle in this room?
There is, and I haven't solved it. You would think that it's just the count of the cups, and I tried that, and either I did it wrong or it doesn't work.
4, 9, 5,
4, 9, 5, 3,
3,
6,
6,
2,
2,
question mark.
3, 5.
Well, I don't know if the ones over here are count, and also there is one behind the like wall. But I think it's a total of
It's still 6. It's like the
9. It's either 6, or if the whole group together is 9, or that just
Oh yeah.
line doesn't count.
The 9 makes, well, again, a 9 is still a repeat.
It's still a repeat, yeah.
God, and then the 2 is probably, I don't know, maybe the 2 is valid because it count because they're stacked cups. So
Yeah.
I assume you tried 4, 9, 5, 3, 6, 2.
Yes. And, you know, just for good measure, I think I stuck a 0 on either side of that, but... Because, you know, why not?
Some of the cups are blue, I don't know if that
The
matters.
color, yeah, that's the thing, is the color is, like, not accounted for in any of that logic, and I'm not sure.
It doesn't have to, right?
Doesn't have to.
Where's the symbol in this? Oh, I see it's on the wall.
Yeah, it's on the wall. I think there's 4 different colors. It's like hard to tell because, yeah, they're very muted. Not counting gray. There's like a purple, there's like a teal, there's like a light blue, and then there's like a red.
I'm not really convinced the colors matter here, but I don't know, maybe.
Same. But if they don't, I'd like still don't know like what I'm.
Yeah, because you think it would just be those numbers.
Yeah. Was it 4, 9, 5, 3, 6, 2, 4, 9?
Hey, maybe that's just it. You just didn't.
Might have messed it up. Yeah, worth a shot. 4, 9, 5, 3,
6, 2.
2. Yeah, I must have messed it up. Always worth trying it again. The Early Bird. I just thought I would follow up with you about the property you viewed recently, you know, number 25 on 6 bordering Lime sector. I've had a lot of interest from other potential tenants and would hate to think that you missed out on renting a property in such a prime location. As you're a friend, I'm giving you one last chance to snap this one up. If I don't hear back from you by Friday, I'll assume you are no longer interested in the property. I've attached a reminder below for your convenience. Regards, Tim Reeves. Solace Lettings Agent. Letting Agent. 26A North 6 Marble Sector. 400,000 security deposit in G. 1,000 application fee. 618 feet square. 1 room, 1 bath. Doorman. Pets allowed. Elevator. Washer dryer. Cozy apartment at a reasonable price. Just a stone's throw from the Filament famous Lime sector. Exotic hardwood floors, built-in furniture, and an assortment of stainless steel appliances.
That's pretty
307,000 G for rent. I don't know like what the exchange rate for G is, but
if that's dollars, that's a lot of dollar.
Yeah, month.
Well, I guess it could be like a condo, right? Then it's a little more reasonable.
Yeah.
Like if that's not monthly, that's just the cost of the
right.
rent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, you know, expensive at location. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously we have G to dollar ratio. Who knows?
I mean, I bet we could.
I mean, it's a little odd because this game takes place, you know, in
the past. Yeah.
Which is like.
Here we go.
I guess it's supposed to be alternate history of the space race kind of just kept going kind of thing.
I mean,
But
I'm still not like actually sure that like the space is like real, but you know,
yeah, well, how the game ended, which I don't really understand, kind of implied to me that the everything is just
it's all a simulation or a
simulation
dream
or
or
whatever.
whatever. I mean, that was
Like
like
it's like you woke up and you have no hands, right? Like you have
yeah,
just your physical, like you don't have your augments, right?
exact. Well, and that's why I was like, you know, because all the that was the thing about um when the characters disappeared off the ship or
They
whatever, they
leave their
left
augments
their
behind.
logments and their like spaceship behind, and I was like, oh, they just like logged out, or they got logged out or whatever, right?
Right.
Um,
But then there's like who is Swan because it's like
that was
this
still a
reason
mystery, yeah.
like because Swan doesn't want you to leave because like if this is all like a simulation, maybe there's like some sort of thing where like they're trying to get you to like log out correctly and like that's the process they're doing, and if you
Mm-hmm.
like move away then you might get like stuck or something. Like I don't know, I feel like it's definitely up for interpretation.
Yeah. Well,
But
yeah. There's definitely the whole thing about how like every character is like got augments or whatever, which like implies that in reality or whatever they're
they all have some kind of
amputees
like,
or blind
yeah,
or whatever, right?
right, yeah, they all have some sort of like physical
So it's
impairment.
like somewhat implied that like this whole thing is like some kind of like rehabilitation, like something or
Right.
something like that. But yeah, it's all very up in the air, unclear. But I don't know, it's interesting. The fact that none of it really matters at the end is a little like whatever, but like all the hardships they went through. What about the cats? Like,
What about the cats? See, the cats represent your inner
you
ego.
know, and that's why there were more of them. I feel like this one should be doable.
The books.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly Squirrely knows the solution. If you just want to take a hint or whatever.
Yeah.
I too look at this and I don't really. My mind goes blank.
Out of ideas for this one.
Yeah.
It's not binary. Well, yeah, we kind of figured
We
that
kind of
much.
figured as much. Yeah. I still
Um,
think it's just counts like 1, 0 through 5. It just.
that one I definitely did, I think, try properly, but
You tried entering 0 through 5 on the board and it didn't work.
yeah. And I tried doing it like dashes were, yeah, the order matters.
Is there like any other like set of 6 things in the room?
I don't think so. They're the entire code, yeah. I like how we're still calling these books.
What else would they
I don't know,
be?
they're like servers or something.
Are they?
They
I
have
mean,
like
this is a,
lights and crap on them. I don't know.
I mean, it's a library. I thought they're just like
That's
books.
why I was calling them books from the start, but
It's a magic library,
there you
you
go.
know?
Yeah.
This is the first clue that it's all simulation. The books. The stories that they tell, they're not real. Oh no.
No. um
Can you like look around like because there's a little bit of perspective going on. Can you look around like the sides of these things at all? Or is it just the
it looks like it's just white. But yeah, good call. Three left, five something, one right, two left. Or left 5 blank. Blank nothing. Oh. I see it.
You
I
see
think.
it?
No, not quite. I thought I had it. I was thinking that, like, go back to my old idea of just cramming them all together. It would be like 3, 5, 3, 4.
Oh, it
But
also could be like 3, 2, 5, 4, 1,
right,
2,
exactly.
3,
But I was like,
4,
wait, there's
6.
still repeats. God dang it.
Are there? Oh, yeah, there's 2 threes.
At least, yeah. What if you just look at the dashes? It'd be 2, 4, 3, 6. It's not a very long code, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try it.
Yeah, kind of no matter what, that like just doesn't really work out. Huh?
2, 2, 4, 3, 6. Yay. They could be coordinates? No? Maybe?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Does it?
Like 3, 2, 5, 0.
What the heck is 5, 0 though? They need to be in
Like
the range
that.
of like 1 or whatever. 1 to 4, sorry. Or 0 to 3.
Assume it could be something like 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 3, 4, 6. 6 is too big. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the idea of coordinates because it's like each one's like kind of like a pair of numbers.
Yeah. Well, and originally when I like binaried these out, I was like just like, you know, look at it as if it's binary anyway, and it comes out to be like every number, the digits are like 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so I was like, ah, it's like a decimal representation of a like 2-digit coordinate or whatever. And I was like, wait, it's 0 to 4, not 0 to 3 or 1 to 4. God dang it.
Yeah,
It's like
the
just
problem is that
barely didn't fit.
problem is that there's like a 5 and a 0.
Yeah.
If you just like split dashes and dots.
Yeah. Five is not the only amount a group could have been, but not for this specific code.
There's one other thing this could be.
Yeah.
I'm seeing dots and dashes.
Is there like any? I mean, is there though? I don't think that these are like valid Morse code. Like.
No, they are because there's Morse code for numbers.
Ah.
And Morse code for numbers are all 5 digits. And they're like, they go from dot, dash, 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 and then dot, dot, dash, 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 and dot, 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 dash, dash, and etc. So these actually are all valid Morse code numbers.
Are they?
Yeah. So it would be 3, 5, 9, 2, 4, 0. I don't know if you wrote that down because I didn't.
I just typed it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
That
that's
work?
like the number.
Yeah.
The numbers for Morse code don't usually show up like on Morse code sheets because
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
yeah,
if there was
but
like secretly a Morse code. Like they have hacking binary decoder and on a sheet here. They don't give you Morse code, the one that like
yeah,
is
it's a
actually
little odd.
useful.
They should probably hint that one a bit more. It's a bit odd because like Morse code is like all the rest of it is like some sort of broken Huffman encoding, and then the numbers are just kind of tacked on.
Yeah.
Like the numbers, I'm pretty sure like violate the rest of Morse code.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It's incredible how far space travel has come. It doesn't matter how far away from Earth I am, I still have all the ingredients for my favorite lasagna. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Alright. There's still one more on this floor that I don't think we've looked at really at all.
All right.
And this one is like scares me, but so there's the symbol over behind the table. I guess there's two things it could be. It could be the table with like the cards somehow, or what I think it is probably is these like panels on the wall. There's like 5 here and right in front of me above the cable.
Oh,
And
I
then there's
see.
5 more over here that are doing some like
Glowy
light
stuff.
show. But
Hmm. I don't know how to like interpret.
I
that in
agree. It's like, if it's fully lit up, like, what shape does it make kind of thing, but it's hard to see, first of all. And second of all, I'm pretty sure there's duplicates. Like, the second and the third one are the same, I think.
I think it's the table.
You think it's the table? Do you have any ideas?
There's cards that are face up and face down.
Yeah.
And they're in groups of.
Are they
4
in groups of
cards.
4? Oh, they are in groups of 4. Although
I
there's
think it's
ones,
just-
like, all over the floor, too. That's why it's like, oh, no.
It's a little hard to see some of the hands, but there's one at the top. The top chair is a little.
I think it's
hard to
2
make out.
blue, 2... Oh, yeah, but the order matters.
I think it's blue, white, or well.
Or white, blue, white, blue.
White, blue. Yeah. This is a little hard to make out with white on white.
Yeah.
But I think that's all that's going on here. And then there's a deck on the bottom. I don't know the order to do these.
I don't know what the order is. Yeah.
Maybe you start the deck and go around clockwise.
That
or
was
something?
like my first thought. And then there's these cards on the floor.
Because they're the
over here.
dealer, right?
Wait. Oh, on the bottom
The
left?
bottom left.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
They're
That would
the
make
dealer.
sense.
Although it's a little awkward because it depends on the game.
Oh, yeah.
There's lots of card games where the dealer goes last, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually quite common in card games. Usually the dealer goes last, and you start from the.
Yeah.
Depending if you're playing like a British game or an American game, it's whether or not you go clockwise or counterclockwise from the dealer. Whatever. The point is that it's ambiguous, right?
Yeah,
So
we'll just have to...
I think I would ignore like normal card playing rules and just do something. I mean, unless like the number of cups is like somehow in order, but don't.
So should I read these from left to right as if like I was a person holding
I would
the hands?
read it from like as if the person's sitting in front
Yeah,
of the card.
yeah.
Yeah. Like from the perspective of the person holding the cards.
Agreed. And then, I don't know if there's something to these cards on the floor. If
I
these
would
are
ignore them.
supposed to belong to someone.
Unless there's a hand that is like missing.
I mean, of course there are. There's only like 6 of them. But
No, I mean like there's 6 hands on the table right now. And they
there
all
should be
have
6
4 cards.
characters, yeah.
And they all have 4 cards in those hands.
Mhm.
There's not like a hand that has like 3 cards
see
and
what
there's
you
like a
mean.
card on the floor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let me... I have the binary. I think I can just paste it in the calculator. I don't have to think about it. Epic, okay. Oh yeah, this looks bad.
Okay, well,
It starts
so
with
there's
D? DAF58? Oh, well, okay, maybe it's inverted.
yeah, maybe it's inverted. Well, I would yeah, I mean I would assume. Yeah, I actually have no idea which one's 1 and which one's 0.
I'm gonna flip it. This doesn't make any sense.
And yeah, I don't know the order of the hands either.
Right, but I don't think this is salvageable.
Okay.
Could be wrong. I don't know.
Even if D is like the end.
Yeah, I think if you started on, you would be starting on the second one and then going, right? Okay, so it would be A. It's this one, right? F. 5? Well, maybe. Wait, 8. Okay, maybe this does work. D. Okay, but it wasn't the answer. God,
You found the Easter egg solution.
There you go. Invalid input, screw you. Okay, this looks a lot more reasonable. 250A, not A7. Two, 5, 0, A. Wait, why is that only 5 characters?
Missing one?
Wait.
There should be 6 hands.
There should be 6. Why do I only have 5 in either? Oh my god, wow. Okay, back to the drawing board. Unintended? Which one am I missing?
There's definitely 6 hands.
There's definitely 6 hands.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't have this one. Okay. Which you can't see because I paused the game. So that's what, 3? I guess.
Sure.
Okay. 2, 5, 0, A, 3. Wait, 7. Where's 7? 7. Okay. What if we do
The other way again.
the other way again? 5, 5, 0. A 3, 7, 2. There we go. Pocketbook Wrestlers. Pocketbook Wrestlers. Select cheats and codes from the options menu and enter the following. Infinite health, big heart, infinite stamina, big legs, max HP, max XP, big brain. Big head mode, pops. Unlock all characters, party time. Unlock all costumes, fancy dress. Debug mode, fly swap. Golden masks, heavy face, anti-gravity, powerful chairs, fold them. One hit KOs, big fists. There was a question at some point if there was anything in the, if there were any pictures in the rooms. I'm on the wrong floor, aren't I? No, this is right. I mean, this is Pocketbook Wrestlers, though. Yeah. I don't think this has any, puzzles on it, but it's a piece of lore or whatever. So this puzzle is still unsolved. I don't know. It seems complicated, potentially.
I don't know what's going on with that portrait one. Oh, this room?
No, the portrait one. In the corridor. I was just checking the rooms to see if there was like any extra portraits. I mean, I graphed it out. I don't even know if I like really had the right starting assumptions.
The
but...
interpretation is a little ambiguous, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, I had some ideas, like, maybe it's, like, you're supposed to center them all so they have the same square, and you need, like, just the spots, but the spots, it just becomes bigger than a 4x4.
It would become by 4 by yeah.
And it's like, if the portraits are all supposed to piece together in some way, like, how? Like, how would you actually
Do
meant to
that,
do
yeah. I'd like need the pictures like in a flat screen, and I need to be able to
Yeah.
drag them around and.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm like not convinced that a single one of them is like rotated like correctly. Like they
Is there
could just
just
be.
like an order of those rooms? Can you just like do the portraits in that order?
There's more
It's like,
portraits than there are rooms.
yeah, it's not awkward. There aren't like 6 portraits that you can just like do the color order.
Right.
Like,
Wow, crap, there's only 3 left. Here, and then there's 2 card ones.
you know, one of them is the
IDs.
IDs.
And then one of them is this one, which, I mean, we thought about. There should be more cards. There aren't. I have the achievement for having all cards. And also there's no... I know it says 7 unsolved. There's 2 unaccounted for.
Yeah, we think there's 2.
I'm pretty sure they're outside of the game. Yeah. Because...
There's already 1.
There's 2 at the end here, and this third to last one was from outside of the game. This is the name of a Steam achievement was a code. So I think that these last 2 are probably just good luck. Look them up. I don't know.
On the Steam page, open up the installation directory. There's like a code hanging out in there. Use the Steam ID code.
Open up the WAV files and use the stenography or whatever.
Please.
Send an email to iwannawinbeans.sy or whatever the heck it was.
You're Captain Swan. No information.
Yeah, it's just a hacking, like, printout or whatever.
Yeah, Swan is like this completely mystery character.
Yeah. Isn't real. Maybe she's the only one that's real. So yeah, it's the abstract art, it's the slanty paragraph, it's the engine room, I still don't even know what the puzzle is, and then the ID card and the yin-yang card. Those are the 5 that are
The
left.
yin-yang one feels like the easiest.
It feels solvable.
Yeah, we just haven't...
We just haven't solved it, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to, like, get out the like, perspective line tool or something? I wish I had such a thing.
Alright, maybe I should pull up paint or something.
That's what I have. I mean, I have it open, but I don't know where the, you know, the focal point is or whatever. It's, like, hard to... It's also, like, you know, a whole, like, 5 screens off the bottom of the screen is where the focal point is, so it's, like, kind of hard to... I'm gonna copy down the, like, entire codes for those. I'll be right back.
Oh, I went away. I can't look at it.
Alright, sorry, I'm back. I don't know who needs to hear this, but apparently on news, as of like breaking news or whatever, apparently Biden dropped out.
Yeah. I saw that pretty much when it happened.
Yeah. And that's all we have to say about that. Anyway, any ideas?
No, because you closed it.
Sorry. Oh, I thought you took a screenshot or something. My bad.
No, I should have, and I'm gonna do that now.
You said you got out paint, so I was like, oh, he's got a picture.
Yeah, well, that would have been the smart thing to do, wouldn't it?
I guess. Alright. Let me also get I can just get my screenshot up on screen, because that way we can all draw along. Excuse me. It's just computers on computers on computers here. And codes on codes on codes. Oh yeah, this was a fun one. You can see the fans. Anyway, so what's the idea here? Do I need to draw lines, or is that going to be like overkill already? These are gonna start to get like too close for me. Maybe these aren't next to each other. Wait, is this a T? I think I misunderstood how this looks. I think this line goes through the center, not... This is so stupid.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of going off of.
I thought, yeah, when I was looking at it before, I thought it, like, was, not... Okay, and apparently this one's, like, on the side as well. I'm, like, leaving refuse behind in the middle here. It's fine. This is like gonna become one of those optical illusions. You look at it and like, oh, the lines are actually bendy. Because they're like not spaced evenly or whatever. I should have done these in like different colors, each line or something, so that I could, you know, more easily, and whatever. I'll draw squares around them, I think, and that'll help. Probably more than anything. I mean, I do like the, you know, 180 idea. I don't exactly know, like, how you combine them, but I do feel like 180 is, like, more likely to be correct than just matching them top to bottom. I'm not sure, but just, you know, the design of the card or whatever, where the big dots are and all that, but it's definitely not clear.
If nothing else, they have the correct horizontal spacing.
It does appear to be the case, yeah. Now that I've finally drawn all these lines in. Okay. Where's my...
So another reason why you might want to do 180 if you combine the top and bottom is that if you just like use them straight up and down, then
Yeah.
there's going to be repeats.
Right.
But if you have them like connected diagonally or whatever, then there's there's no like pairs of top and bottom.
Right, that are the same. Yeah.
So it's I think rotating is the way.
So there's 2 rows down here. When you rotate these, does it become the bottom 2 rows on the top or the top 2 rows?
I don't even know which rows they are in the first place, so no idea.
Well, I mean, like...
what are we hoping the outcome of this even is?
A bunch of dots.
Are we just like taking the sum? Are we just counting the dots up?
That's one idea. It's either that or like an XOR. Or a subtraction, or...
Well, that's a subtraction, yeah.
Well, is it? Is there always overlap?
I guess it's technically not the same thing. Right?
Yeah, I don't think they are in this case, yeah.
But I think they basically just always overlap.
I don't think they do.
No, they
like the D and whatever this guy is, yeah. But yeah, I mean, for
that sum is gonna give us a number that's like
not unique.
All the numbers are too big, and also not.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Or yeah, it could just be you could just subtract and that leave if you're subtracting white from white, you just end up with, you know, nothing still. If they don't overlap or whatever, it doesn't like contribute. I don't know.
Is there any way we can like concat these shapes together? Because you were saying like I don't know if you can. Oh yeah. I see it now.
Oh, it's brilliant. Oh. Well, this is why I should have measured this. Okay, yeah, well, we can see it because this is like about...
At the first one's a 5. Well, or 2, depending. I don't know. Rotating my head is hard.
Yeah, I've got this. Yeah, it's a 2. I like it. There was actually another puzzle kind of like this. It wasn't a card puzzle, though. This is the 6. This is a 9.
That was a good eureka moment right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
This is an 8. This is an F. This is an E.
It is an E, it is a D, it is a 1.
Yeah. Wait, this is a D? Yeah, I guess so.
Well, it's certainly not any other letter, let me tell you.
I don't know, it could be an O. Alright. It does look like an optical illusion right now. I'm like staring at the screen. I'm like seeing like double or whatever. Alright. Okay, now I need to remember how to like play the game. Okay, so 2, 6, 9, 8, F, God. F, E, D, and then scooch. Alright. Pistachio. Interview summary. Botanist, Lime sector of the firmament. Likeable and deeply talented as a botanist. Suggestible. What? Complication. Eccentric to the point of being viewed as an outsider by her peers. Prone to empathy. Prone. Okay.
I think by suggestible they mean that they're manipulable.
Oh! Wait, why is that not a complication then? Well, whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
it goes either way, right?
Yep.
Well, that's why it says complication. They said empathy. Like, because empathy kind of, like, goes with that, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one, this puzzle, I saw this one, like, I mean, it's very obvious that there's a puzzle here, and I was like, okay, can't figure it out, don't know what to do here.
I was wondering if you did these. I saw those lines, I was just like,
And then I saw this
sure,
up here, and I was like, oh, some of these are thick on the fishnet. And then you line it up just right, and eureka, it's a hecking path. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. Very, witness
I
or
did
whatever.
see those 2 things, and I was like, those both look like puzzles. I did not make that
Realize
connection.
it's a single puzzle, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Alright.
Those kinds of puzzles are always satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
When, like, just things just line up and... Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so slanty paragraph, abstract art, engine room. I guess I have to look at the engine room again.
Yeah, I mean, engine room is the only one that we have any, like, hope of solving right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the ID cards are...
ID cards, I believe. I believe. The slanty one,
don't
I
know
have
how that
fear.
works. Yeah. That one seems horrible. I mean, I do wonder if there's something just, like, in the ship somewhere that's be like, oh, yeah, this is that. And, like, it all makes sense.
I don't know. Most of these that have like multiple hints or whatever, like are marked as
Yeah,
such.
they have dots. Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say that like I guess there is an exception, which is that the binary is like got a code in one room, and
yeah, binary kind of shows up
but the
everywhere.
binary, yeah, the binary isn't. I think it's only been in 2 puzzles so far, actually. But
I mean, it showed up in the claw hand, and it showed up in the cards, and it showed up here.
here, wait, the claw hand.
Yeah, the hand that went up, down, up, down, up,
Oh,
down.
good call. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think it's not strictly speaking required, but if it's just for one puzzle, then you would think so. Yeah, that
Yeah.
they would hint it or
I mean,
something.
and then there was the Morse code, which they didn't. So I mean,
Which had no hints. Yeah, it's just Morse, which is never used for anything except for puzzles, apparently.
do I need to just sit down and learn Morse code one day?
Apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here. My eyes are open, but I'm blind.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I swear it's those numbers in the puzzles, but like, we've looked through them like 5 times. There were only 2 sets, and there also wasn't the filament symbol. So it's
Yeah.
like
True, but they are like in the room.
they are in this room. That's the one thing they have going for them.
That's why I was like, oh, maybe it's a number in a different puzzle, and you have to like go around. But if that were the case, then I would expect to see those symbols in other rooms.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just so dark in here, man.
I mean, I don't know. Usually the symbols like seems to be near, like not just in the room, but
It's
near
like
the
a
thing.
part of the puzzle, yeah.
Yeah. So
And the
the
only
fact that we
symbol in this
haven't
room,
seen, the fact that we've seen only one symbol, implies to me that it's like
there
the
are
same.
2 solutions. Yeah, I agree. I've tried quite a few things, but I don't.
Maybe we should try reverse NDNS. I don't know if you've done that.
I think I did.
It's like same numbers but in reverse order, like reverse the path or whatever.
I think I did the full path, like the full light, like reverse. So it would be 0100001 1110.
Yeah, I was wondering like what they kept in the same numbers, the same bit order but reversed.
0100. I don't think I tried that. Me. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna start here. So,
At this point, I'm just like,
yep. 0010. 1010. 0111. 1101. 1011. 1110. 0001. And 0101. Okay. Every time, like most of these, I've like tried, and it's just like immediately, very obviously, an invalid path. But
this also is not what I meant, but it's fine.
oh,
It's fun to try things.
okay. I don't know what you meant then. I guess.
The same like number order, so it's still like 0010, so on and so forth.
Uh-huh.
But you read the numbers from the right side to the left.
Oh, I think I have tried that,
Okay.
but it's just literally just reverse the actual code.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, this doesn't work. 2A at the start. It's like 2 is here and A is 2 above it, so there's no hope. Great. Okay, okay, let me get the original code then, I guess. Just write everything down. Okay, 0, 0, 1, 0. I think I tried this, but, you know, I might have messed it up. It has happened multiple times now, so. Wait, what did I just write? The right thing. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Invalid input, thanks. Reversing. 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 Okay. It starts on A, and that's like not a good sign, but I don't think A is one that screws you immediately. What follows may, though? Goes A8. Yeah, and in order to go this way to get 8, we've got... Oh, no, actually A8 is kind of impossible no matter what you do. Dang it. What was the original code? Just hit that in, just to make sure I'm like even like have the right values here. 2, 5, E, B, D, 7, 8. God, this is a complicated one, huh? Seven, 8, A. Whee! External Rehabilitation Containment Facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that work?
No, this is one I already had.
No, this is all good.
Yeah. Okay, so have the right binary written down. Reversing it doesn't seem possible. Reversing the individual ones doesn't seem possible.
Reversing everything.
Reversing everything. I tried.
Right to left.
Yeah, read the
Again,
whole.
that just seems wrong, but.
Agreed.
There's even a
5.
code like on the screen right now, the computer terminal.
There has been, but I don't think so.
What's with the X and the Enter key?
I don't know. But I don't see a filament symbol anywhere. That's the...
Well, just a symbol is like kind of close to the computer terminal. That's why I was
I suppose.
wondering maybe it's just really pulling double duty here.
Yeah. It doesn't... Yeah, I mean, the X and the Enter are just unusable, but...
Yeah. Just press the X key on your keyboard.
I tried that.
XO, XO.
And then I've tried inverting the... Okay, I've tried...
also seems like the wrong thing to do.
I agree.
And also, since we've like seen binary in other places, it seems really weird to do these kind of manipulations when you wouldn't do those manipulations
On
with
other ones, yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like some other information that's in the room that we're just overlooking.
I don't know, it could be space drink.
But there's no like symbol.
I know.
I mean, this room is dark, so there could just be something else, and there's just a really hard to see symbol somewhere.
Yeah. There sure could be. I mean, it never hurts to take a good look at Space Drink.
I just want to unpeel this thing. That like label's like peeling off.
Uh-huh.
Like, I would not be surprised if the symbol's hiding somewhere on here, and we just...
Haven't found it.
Yeah. I would hope it's on the label, but... Number 15.
Number 15.
Is that just like a brew number?
Yeah, maybe.
I have to admit, I'm not actually seeing anything.
Agreed.
It's very strange that it's like over an existing label. Which makes you want to be like, well, can we look at the original label and see if there's
Yeah.
like something that we're missing?
Oops. Yeah, I still don't even know what it like says really, but I mean the Firmament Corporation. Inventory.
Inventory. An inventory label, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe it's like ship, mission, something. And none of that information is filled in because it's like an unfilled one or whatever.
Yeah, it's like an unused label that just written over. It's
Yeah.
convenient because it's sticky.
Yeah.
Can we look at the other side of that peel? Get like the right angle to see the bottom of that sticker.
No?
It's a little odd, but okay.
I mean, I'm trying my darndest here, but whoop, crap.
Tried clicking on the label.
I have. It does rotation. Woo! If I shake it hard enough, does it? I don't think
Does
this
pop
is
open?
carbonated. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like alcohol.
Alcohol can be carbonated.
I suppose so.
If like it's beer, it probably is.
Well, also, I don't know how long this has been sitting here, but whoa!
Sun zoom.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know if space drink is the answer.
I don't know space. The problem here, it's like nothing is real. Nothing's jumping out to me. You can see like an Among Us here, but you know what?
Where?
The left side of this thing.
Oh, yeah, sure. The Among Us A.
Yeah.
Is this a single screen puzzle?
Yeah. This is a weird thing. There's just all over the ship, like, single puzzle, like, height puzzle ones. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, this is, you know, triangle puzzle or whatever from The Witness. But,
Yeah.
like, you need 0 of these to learn the mechanics. So I... Unlike the triangle puzzle, where having them, like, around, like, kind of teaches you slowly but surely kind of how it works. It's like...
Pretty obvious how it
These
works,
did not
but-
need to be, you know, hidden in the nooks and crannies of the ship or whatever, but, you know, it's fine, whatever.
Head empty, I'm afraid.
Great.
Well, the way this kind of has worked with the other puzzles is also like sometimes, well, there's like 2 puzzles in one thing. It's like it's not that like just 2 ways to interpret information, but there's like 2 different sets of information that are like overlapping.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if like anything like that exists with those binary lights, where it's like I was trying to see if there's like anything else that you can interpret that is in the same location but is not the lights.
Yeah.
Then you know, ID cards.
Yeah, I'm getting the info down for real this time.
So other rando idea. I was trying to decide like if there's some other way of like if it is a 16-digit code of like ordering the letters or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's like where is there some place that we could look that would have those letters potentially? Like I don't know, their personal logs or something.
Potentially?
I mean, just X. So like, like some of them are like they're either there or they're not, right? Like
Yeah.
X and Q are like not the letters that you're like gonna find. The fact that there's like an X at all, it makes me just immediately just be like, I just have trouble believing that these are like actual letters that are gonna be like this is something that's actually gonna be in the puzzle, and not like a rejected piece of information.
Well, rejected or mapped to something completely different, yeah.
Yeah, there's some sort of actual cipher going on here.
Yeah, and
But
again, the real stick is that there's 2 A's, and it's like, I don't know how I feel about that.
well, the 2 A's are different colors.
It's true.
So like if there's a cipher involving their color or the character of that card or whatever, then they could cipher the different letters.
Yeah. Okay, so Juniper 7 6 M 9 dash 1024 dash 82J5 dash 6. I'm gonna assume that's an O, even though like the O and the 0 look the same. It's fine. It's colored. It's a letter. Okay, Vermilion. Yeah, I just don't know if it'll be like useful to have these like lined up, just be able to see them.
I mean, I see nothing, but sure.
I know. Well, I guess I can get this on screen. Hold on.
There's been some good memes.
This is probably like completely illegible because this is like full. I mean, I'd assume. Ah, now we're talking. Hopefully I can figure out how to get back to, you know, whatever I had before.
Phantom Thieves successfully clear Biden's palace. It's a key 5 thing.
Yeah.
Filament? I agree.
Don't worry about it. Okay. And these are in card order, like in the deck. And I don't know if that's like the order I found them or just the order that the game sorts them or what, but it's probably not. It either doesn't matter, it's not correct. That's all I can really guess.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna suggest doing the most obvious if we're doing a more complicated cipher here,
Yeah.
which unfortunately our notes are not sufficient for. Well, I mean, kind of. Essentially, just add the letters to each of their like lines, and then take the combined letters.
Yeah. So the A
I
would
mean,
be
it doesn't
plus.
really help that much because I don't know. I would hope that in the end we're trying to get numbers and letters, right?
Agreed.
Like if you add A to V, right? You're still getting a big letter that's not a number.
I mean, you're getting V. Or maybe the next letter, whatever. I don't know if A is
Yeah,
0 or 1, but.
exactly. Well, A
Or if it's.
or if A is 10.
Yeah. Does starting and ending in A mean anything? It means that.
Means you gotta
It's
keep up.
annoying. It means that
Well,
there's not like a consistent map from letter to like digit or whatever, because we can't really have duplicates in the resulting code. Which means that yeah, each of these like maps differently somehow, assuming each of them even is part of the code or whatever.
yeah. Yeah, it's like you interpret the A as a 10,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's like as extended hex or whatever. Then V plus A does give you a number, but you can't really use that interpretation because you also have A plus A, which would be a number bigger than F. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's almost kind of felt like the colors might have been the way to go in that. I don't know.
Wait. I'm gonna write down who each of these comes from underneath. Which also corresponds to a color. P A M. This comes from P A J. J comes from J. C B J C B. And okay, so this is, let's say, purple, orange, blue, orange, green, green, purple, orange, green, purple, blue, yellow, red, blue, God, that's not art. Red, blue, yellow, red. Yeah, I had sorted these by birthday before, so maybe I can get those back just in case that matters. Yeah, okay. This is from like oldest to youngest. Thanks a look. These will start with 5-4, and these will start with A2. These will start with 9-0. These will start with 7. Yeah, not all of these have like a pair that's in common though. Most of them don't, actually. This one has 2 1s. This one has 2 7s. This one has 2 4s. And then, yeah, 2 5s, 2 4s, 2 8s, 2 2s. 2 5s over here. 2 9s, 2 0s, and an O for good measure. 2 2s. That's it. Um,
Something else I'll say is if you're trying to like look for in the codes for like more letters, there's a lot of letters that don't show up. Like there's no F, right?
yeah.
So if you're trying to get a code going to F, it's not gonna work.
Not from here, no.
So in my head is either A, there's like a cipher going on, which
Yeah.
feel a little bit extreme, to be honest.
Yeah.
B, we're not actually trying to gain 0 through F. They're just trying to figure out an ordering to these positions.
Sure.
Or 3 is that there's somewhere else where there's to corroborate information with, like the emails or whatever.
Right. Yeah, none of this gives like any like IDs or pilot, well-being officer, botanist, chief science officer, technician, engineer, augmentation case ID. Fortunately, that has HJK in it and 2 C's. The heck, this is like the longest one.
You already tried like sorting it by color and then by letter, right?
What do you mean?
Like the positions are the like do all of canaries first. Well, I guess canary would last actually, but you know what I mean. Like
Oh,
do all the greens first.
why green?
It's not the first color.
Oh, that order. Gotcha. Wasn't sure if we are going by date of birth or by.
Yeah, just the colors.
Yeah, I kind of tried this. I mean, I guess what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 8?
Yeah, I think I remember there was like someone that you ran into that.
Yeah, it very quickly didn't really work, but. Wait, was this alphabetical though? G. T. Okay, so 4, 5, 4, 8. Okay, B and A. This is F, C. This is X, Y, B. E. E, P, F. E is 7. P is 3. V is 1. J, M, O. J.
This was the one that was like the problem that you were trying to do before.
Maybe. I might have had it upside down or something. I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. B. Wait. What? Crap. A. M. 2. O. D. Okay, A. 0. What am I looking for? K. 6. Q. 9. These should all be distinct now.
Yeah.
They're not in color order at the moment. They're in date of birth order still. So green. Pistachio would be... I can't, like, see... There we go. Alright, okay, 5. Well. Oh wait, this is 5, right? This is gonna be a problem. Starting on 5 is a problem if, like, 1 is used. It's, like, already bad. What if I just go from bottom to top of the list I have now? 5, 6. Okay, no, 0, 6, 9, 5, 4, 8, A, 2, D, 7, 3, 1. B, E, F, C. Nothing.
Dang, that like actually works.
It did actually, like, let me draw it.
That's
Like,
kind of shocking.
like youngest to oldest or whatever, using that same idea. Um, characters alphabetically still starts with A, which is a good sign.
You can try.
0, 6, 9. Canary. B. Nope. Clonk. Okay. Colors in reverse? No, I don't think that can be done. I don't think you can go BE7 from the start. What if it's not alphabetical, but just left to right? They're the letters that they have. I don't know. Okay, I'll start from pistachio. It would be 4, 5, 8, I guess, which is a reasonable start. Blue, June. 2. Oh no, wait, is this cut off? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Crap. Okay, date of birth. In reverse. 069. 4, 5, 8. Two. A. D. 137. B. E. C. F. Okay. Doing them in... Yeah, starting with C is, like, just not doable. If you want to hit the whole thing. Does kind of feel potentially like some permutation of this idea might be correct, just because like it looks like, generally speaking, the groups are contiguous enough that if the order is like okay, then you can draw the answer. But is A2D correct? I think so. I think so. This is A, this is M, this is O. So A, 2, D. So yeah, I might have misspoke, but it looks like I've got the right thing down.
They don't happen to all have like a different number of like augments or something.
I don't know if we like know exactly, but
Same, give us information. I kind of doubt it bringing information in the pictures.
the only person who like noticeably has anything, I think, is Aubergine. Oh. But oh, and I guess June, you can also kind of see. Basically the eyes, ones. I don't know about the others. What if I do them in card order? I don't think I've actually tried that. Let's go to a terminal where I can see the digits to make sure I'm like doing things right. The engine room seems like the best one. Maybe I'll stumble across something else while I'm in here.
Yeah.
Okay. 2. Oh yeah, no, this immediately becomes impossible. Okay, awesome. A would be next. Or it starts with A. In which case it'd be A and then 2, and that's just as bad. Kind of worse. Um... What about... Okay, this order is the same as... Oh no, it's actually not. The order that the like username sorting is the same except marmalade and aubergine are swapped for some reason. No, but I actually wanted to look at their... interview order. Okay, I don't have all their interviews. This one's vermilion, but I can cross elimination, I guess. Pistachio. That's different. I don't think starting with vermilion is ever going to work, though, so this is already bad news. Marmalade. Harry. Aubergine. Origin inconclusive. This also has the dates of birth. So the one I don't have is June's, I guess. It's very interesting. FIV 27546ZA4. Why would you call your industry vessel something with a Z in it when it could have been a code?
Alabaster's best kept secret. The most exclusive bar this side of the firmament. You're now one of only 3 people that know of its existence. Introducing Space Drink, made by our very own Mr. Marmalade. Light and fruity, inspired by both the condiment that is his namesake and unwanted food from around the Alabaster. This is the best way to get a little morning buzz without eating into those all-valuable Philcore reward credits. Try one if you'd like, but save at least a couple for me.
Inspired by the condiment that is his namesake. Oh, okay. I was like, what? What? I thought it said its namesake. I'm like, there's a fruit called Space?
Space drink.
Yeah. Okay, well that didn't help. I tried.
This thing is where the ship's fuel is stored before it's piped into the reactor next door. It's lightweight and super efficient. Or so I'm told. My job is to fly this ship, not top it up. Personally, though, I think it looks a little bit like a sad bear. See what I mean? Those raised bits sticking out of the sides sort of look like eyebrows. And the bit at the front is like his... No? Not seeing it? Alright then. Ah, so you've discovered our source of gravity. Nifty, huh? It's fairly common to see big ships like ours create artificial gravity by spinning. But not us. No, we have fancy gravity. It just sits there doing its thing, and then everything goes nicely downwards, as it should. Of course, the one mean drawback to a system like this is that while it's pretty hard to stop a ship from spinning, it's remarkably easy to hit a button labeled off. I was on a delivery job before joining Philcore, where someone, me, turned off the gravity one morning as a sort of shipwide prank. It was chaos. Stuff everywhere. The hold was a mess. It caused a lot more damage than they intended. So don't touch anything.
I was also in this room. It's interesting how there's like one left on each floor. You can see the sad bear. Should give me the name for these. Requisite. Hmm. Where am I going? I guess one problem is if you really can just rotate these completely arbitrarily, you're gonna end up with 4 solutions that are all valid. Probably only one of them actually works, maybe, to input, but still a little awkward. Oh, this has some hints of orange in it. Okay. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Okay. Screenshot time. Oops. Man, there's actually a lot of these. Like, seeing them all lined up in one shot, it's like, oh. Wow. There's actually 12 paintings. Kind of intense. Closing some stuff I don't need. Closing the space drink screenshot. Screw it. Nothing on here is worth anything anymore. Okay, this is the big one. This is the one that has like all the screenshots. Oh god. Okay. 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 Can't really see this very well, unfortunately. If I do this. You can't, like, see the dots or anything. It's, like, pretty rough. But there's like 4 that are like reddish pinkish. There's like 4 that are orangish tannish. And there's 4 that are like purple. None of these are like a very clear start. I mean, come to think of it, they all have 2, like, squares on them. So, like, this idea of chaining them together or whatever almost doesn't make sense, because... they just all have 2 things. Like, at best, it's going to create a loop. Or, you know, it's just going to have a dangling end, and maybe that's where you stop or whatever. But that means, I guess in a way, there's actually like 13 steps, even though there's only 12 paintings, if that's how it works. Which is fine, but... Just wonder if there's like any other information here besides the background, which I think is relevant information, but I don't want to admit it. It's like almost like I should have taken a screenshot of every single one individually instead of in the middle so that I could see them like the best. Like go to the opposite wall. Maybe move it towards the bottom of the screen. Gets it as big as possible, really. It's fine. Okay, so let's just assume that this is some kind of a start. I'm looking for one of the brighter ones that has a square on the edge in like the second position counterclockwise. This is like the most... Oh, yeah, it sure does. It does. Okay, I need a grid, and I need... I don't know what I need. I need to know what I need. Don't mind me, just making a crappy grid. That no one can see because I took it off the screen already. That was smart. Using the powers of Microsoft Paint to the strongest advantage here. Okay. So let's say I'm starting on this one here, and that it's going... Well, are there any that have a green in the corner at all? Surely. Yes, but this is a very different color. Yes, and it's not a very different color, but this is the one that seems most similar in color, which is good enough for me. So I think we're going square to green, or maybe just green, but, you know. Yeah, but you can't do that. That cannot be the starting move. Okay, well maybe this is the end then. I don't know. I guess one of the purple ones is more likely the start then, but I don't know which one. Probably this one. It's in the corner. Two of these have green in the corner, and neither of them have a square in the corner. Ugh. Um... Okay, well, it's fine. Let's just make believe that this makes any sense. I'm very not sure that it does, but... Okay. This was the one that I saw. I have to, like, flip it over to make this happen. Okay, so now one of these two hopefully has a square in this position. They sure don't. What about one of these? This one does. This one also does. Ugh, I don't know. Well, only one of them... Okay, no, if this is the other direction, only one of them would have a move that's actually legal, but... Let's say it just starts here instead. And goes this way, just so I kind of have, like, some... legality analysis here. This one can't work, this one can. And it would be like... Go where my mouse go. It would be like this. Okay, now we're looking for one on the edge. This would be upside down, so this isn't good. This one works. That's definitely valid. This one? No. No. This one. Ah, that's gonna have me drop down to here, which is no good. This one works again, but I've already used it. The one I just used. Oh, I see, it doesn't actually... You can rotate this one and it, like, goes from itself to itself. Cool. This one works. Let's run with it and see what happens. Is this one? Yeah. The colors are just like all sorts of out of order now, but that was kind of destined to happen. The more I, like, worked on this. Can I do this one now? No, maybe not. What about you? No, because that spot's already taken. What about you? Yeah, that's good. Okay. This one is still kind of no good. How many other diagonals ones do I even have, though? Or corner ones? That's my only corner. Yeah. So we've come to a dead end. You know, not to mention that the order of colors is just not even remotely sensible. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. We've come to like the last couple puzzles that are just not easily solved. The more
I
I...
have to admit, you've already kind of gone a bit past the point of what I would have done in a day.
yeah, seriously. I have anime to catch up on. I think the most concerning one is the fact that I just haven't even found the puzzle in the engine room. That, like, actually
Yeah.
bothers me. The rest of these, I'm like, okay, I see the puzzle. It's hard. Maybe I give
Don't
up. Maybe I
understand how
don't.
to solve it, but yeah, the engine room's like, what even is the puzzle?
Yeah. I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. The more I look at this, like, the less idea I have. Like, when I looked at this originally, I was just like, ah, just, like, chase the dots, and then you'll solve it. And then it's like, oh, that didn't work. And then I'm like, oh, maybe you can rotate everything. And I'm like, well... maybe, but then there's, like, 60 ways that you can try and piece things together, and none of them work. Like... But the other, like, where do you start? Where do you end? How do you, like... Is there only one, like, combination that is a valid path? Or is it, like, there's some rule where the color order matters and figure it out? Or,
I
like...
thought like the green square was like on the edge on every tile, but it's not.
It's not. Yeah, I'm like, oh, maybe there's, like, various rules that are, like, true. Like, oh, maybe the green is, like, never on the dots. No, it's not. Maybe the green
Well, not like
is...
maybe the green is like has to do with like the relative position of the screens to each other. Like
Right.
maybe that's like the relative position to the green portrait kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that like makes sense because of yeah, they're not all like on the edges and they're I think the green one has a green square on it, so it's
It does, yeah. Also, where actually is this green square? Is it in the 3rd column or the 4th column on the one in the top left?
Looks like the 3rd column.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Further away I got the more it does look like that. And it's like if I did just line them up by like some color ordering, first of all, ambiguous, and second of all, like I don't know what that information ends up telling me. Also, there's this, by the way, which apparently isn't a puzzle. Which is, you know, fine, good, really, but it exists.
Isn't there like a password clock room that has like 4 dials or whatever?
Yeah, I solved that already.
You tried resolving it with this?
The puzzle is no longer accessible. Yeah.
Odd.
Yeah.
That is definitely a very strange watch.
Yeah. What if these, like, could overlap? uh... I'm digging
what sense?
I'm digging a grave here. I don't know. I'm just like looking at these two and I'm like, oh, this thing has like a part that sticks up in red and this thing has a part that sticks up in red all the way over on the side. It wouldn't line up though. Basically, like, what I mean is, what if, like, it's actually one giant image and this, like, goes... Oh god, why is that background red? And also, I don't have transparency, like, in any way, so this is, like, impossible, but... Here...
Sure, I understand what you're saying.
Because now it's like, it's a 4 across square thing, and maybe these just, like, form a giant grid. Kind of like in the bathroom.
Right, but the grid's gonna be bigger than 4x4.
Well, right, but each piece of the grid is only going to have one green square, maybe? This would be like a giant grid of 4x4 grids. I don't think this is going to work, I'm just spitballing. Yeah, and just like trying to read left to right is obviously like you start here, that like can't be good. And then the next tile is like down here. No. Here. Yeah, it becomes chaos like very rapidly. I mean, I guess this is probably actually still enterable so far. But I'm like just ignoring the black squares altogether, which just seems wrong. And I also don't know how this is rotated. I don't think this is going to work. As in, like, the path is just not even possible, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already, like, become screwed. I think it's this one. Can't get through here. Okay, what if it's bottom to top? But still left to right, so I have to like read odd, even, odd, even. 11, 12, 9, 10, 7, 8. Yeah, no, that's no good. For multiple reasons, okay. Well, okay, so for what it's worth, then... well, where exist black squares? Two, 3, well, that's not a good sign. 4, or 4. 5, 6, 7. Wait, shoot, what am I doing? 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, that's interesting. Wait, so there's never a black square in the bottom row. I guess that's information that probably doesn't, you know, immediately mean anything, but it's not something I had realized. The fact that these are probably all distinct does lead me to believe that it indeed is rotated clockwise. Clockwise. Probably. I don't know why I did them all on the left over here and then on the right over here. Whatever. And so again, I mean, we end up with these two go to each other. I don't like that. I don't know, maybe I'm still gonna want that information, but it's gone now. Wait, this is the chart that I drew earlier, just with different... the same information, just presented differently. Although something here actually feels wrong. It's not. Okay. Wait, no. Shit, it shows a different color, dang it. Whatever, I can read it. I mean, I can't start with one that goes down. That's for sure. If that's how I'm gonna read this. Of course, I don't even know what the starting position is, really. It's like not on the grid, it's below the grid. And it's not aligned to the grid, it's between the grid. One of my biggest problems here is like I don't know where to start. I feel like if I could figure out like a definitive starting point, the rest of it would fall into place somehow. One way or another. But I can't, so you know. Oh shoot, my monitor wasn't shown. Well, screw me. My bad. This is all I wrote down. Just wrote down like the relative directions and if you were to assign a painting a number based on just left to right, top to bottom, where the green and the black squares are. Alright. Well, I think if I really wanted to, I could probably spend some time on the squiggle cipher and probably get some text out of it, you know, assuming that it's a substitution cipher and that it's like English, but I think that is not going to be what I'm going to do. So I think we've pretty much hit the wall.
I mean, it's still a pretty good, like, amount done, right?
Yeah.
Still, like, 90, like, 5% of the game. And, like, I doubt there's any kind of, like, beyond Steam achievements of, like, getting anything for finishing everything or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if any of the last ones have, like, just some mysterious, like, plot developments or something, but...
So they all have been pretty, like, benign.
Yeah.
Right?
Generally speaking.
Which is fine. I mean, they're just, like, hidden secrets, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Base is dark.
Mostly empty.
Base is mostly empty.
Yeah. Alright.
I still can't hear that line without thinking about CPG Gray's video. It's like, and at this point we learn that's the truth. That space is mostly empty. That was a good video. I don't know if you don't really
Not
watch
familiar,
that kind of YouTube,
no.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
It was one of his videos on like scale the universe kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Where he like goes like, you know, both directions, like in and out or whatever.
Uh-huh. Alright, I guess I'm gonna cut stream. We'll call it here. Thanks for watching. Good night. or afternoon or whatever.
Good night.
It's time to sleep.
It's night somewhere. How was the game ending?
How was the game ending? It ended.
We woke up. Or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go watch the VOD. It was last night. Near
Was it
the end.
heaven? Are you alive? Is it what's real? Who knows?
Yeah. Alright, yep, peace.